The new mission, I think we'll go see the Eastern European front for a moment at least. See what the Russians have in store for us. The Northern Africa, we've only pretty much gained defensive missions and in a desert. So let's look at our mission. Defend Moldok against a Russian invasion. Heavy Panthers. Defend mission mines. Oh yeah. Fortifications, pillboxes and bunkers. I want mines. Strike element. That might not be a bad idea. Let's take a couple of aircraft, then take... Or can I take engineering platoons? I can... No, I want mines. Few mines. Now we get infantry. No snipers. We want spotters. So our support units for this defense mission are mines, 2 aircraft and 5 snipers. Not a lot. Again terrain bit different. Still hills, few buildings, a forest, a road, fields, rivers. There's a bridge. We have 60 build units, so we can mine, I think, the road quite heavily. So we'll also mine the part of this hill where we can see. Let's start with the positioning our units a bit. We don't want anywhere near those victory flags. Here it can't be helped. Well, we could if we positioned our troops here. That is an option. A serious option, actually. Let's put the command unit there. Okay, we have 4 AA guns. It totally depends. Yeah, well, it's not an easy decision to put here. If the enemy comes after this hill, we're too close to the enemy at that point. On the other hand, visibility is 20. Okay, that's a good thing to know this. And here, I take a bit of blue. Overall view of the map. Can put units here on the frontal hill. The problem really is if the enemy the 20 hex visibility limit, even if they come around here, we're unlikely to be able to shoot them. It's still not a bad place to position our guns because they could shoot a wide range of targets here. And if we put mines here heavily, that will compensate for it. Let's take a look. 1, 2. Yeah, we can't quite hit the road from there. we can from the here. Let's do it. Definitely need the tanks here. It's a very strong possibility that the enemy will be coming through here. You want sniper here to make sure if they come here, I at least know about it. Visibility is low, so even here I want someone to move forward, spot new areas. Name it here and here. So what are you going to do? Stay there. 5 tanks to put somewhere. I'm gonna put very little tanks in the northern section. We can move to from here if the need arises. And we'll mainly mine the northern part and just the northern part. Let's see. Engineering squad. So troops is another matter. We have to have troops here. This is not something we can negotiate about. Rifle squad. Have to have the commander fairly close. Okay, everyone dig in. I am suspecting a heavy attack from the north, at least. But most of it might come here too. I'm not going to put any mines here. Maybe a few to delay them here if they come. Sort of a... No, let's start with this one. The road has to be mined. There's no getting around that. Good thing about here is we have a troops here, so we can react to them. Mine you. Mine these areas too. In here. It's mainly a delaying minefield. It's not gonna stop a huge attack. Yeah, we still have 12 mice to put somewhere. Six more. And we're not gonna put anything here. But maybe here. We can shoot there though, so no. So what to do? I think I'll just spread it around a bit. Okay. Quit deployment, let the enemy come. Well placed smoke. Ah, we have a sniper here. Immediately move forward. Same with you. What can you see? Not much. I think that's enough. Yeah, 4 forward scouts. You don't shoot anything. The tanks can shoot for all I care. Again, you set range to what? We'll set the reaction range to something quite low. 1 or 2 might be a good one. 10 hexes is definitely too low. It's a rifle squad, so we'll set it to 2. If you want to ambush a vehicle, okay, 1, 2, 5. If you want to ambush a vehicle, set range 1 is probably the best. You let him come right next to you, and then you attack. That's the plan anyway. No, we have no infantry spotters here, so we do want to keep some of the snipers here. Let's see what happens. T-34. Much better tank than what we have. Better gun, longer barrel, better armor, higher speed. Yeah, a superior tank at least. I'm not sure how good the crew is. Soviets usually don't have at least at this point of the war, very experienced troops. When they get their veteran and elite troops, you're in deep trouble. KV-1. Even tougher armor, a huge gun. Not that accurate though, but much better tanks than what we have. 76B, a good tank, a bit poorer than the C version. The accuracy isn't strong points of these. What do you see? Range 16, yeah, we do want to start shooting. Can't be helped. Definitely not gonna shoot at infantry. That's a crew. That's a much more tempting target. Dug in fast. That's a problem. Need to kill the closer tank. But now we're revealed, so we need to try to kill the other one as well. It's gonna be more. I have some kind of recollection that Russian formations can be extremely large. Yeah, here comes the flanking units. That's an armored car. Not that impressive of a gun, but it can still get hits that are enough to destroy a tank, so don't take it lightly. Any kind of a tank will destroy it quite easily. Can't see a damn thing here. The KV tanks are going to be a problem. The AA guns are enough to destroy them, but that's about it. With the others, we probably have to go quite close to get a killing shot. Our best strategy will be to shoot it until they abandon the tank, and we can probably immobilize it to hit in the tracks. We'll see. But very impressive armoring. Everyone seems to be carrying troops. Yeah. Soviet engineers got, so perhaps we have aeroplanes to use. Let's get one here. Looks like they're coming here too, so let both of them come here. Let's see what happens. They'll only come after next turn though. Immobilized. And Russians have quite a lot of artillery. Playing a defense mission against Russians. Now artillery is gonna rain down on you quite heavily. That's just how it is. Can't really do much about it. Engineering squads moving in. That's why we have our own troops here, because when they hit those minefields, we're gonna start shooting them down. And there's still enough smoke, so I don't see anything. We are in a bit of a bad place. Rifle squad, A10. So they might even move past us. We don't stay focused. Well, we'll see. Again, not much to do at this point. What? Why are you bombing our own guys? God damn, what a useless plane. Ooh, that's a good target. Please bomb it. Didn't do jack shit, but now we know where they are located. Quite a lot of infantry. Immobilized. Destroyed. Oh, that's fantastic. AA gun destroyed. That's going to happen to your AA guns. So don't worry too much about their experience. They're not gonna survive. One thing you could do is have a unit that can move them around. So you would have to basically take shots and move them around. Take shots and move them around. I can't be arsed. I'm not that attached to these guns. They're very useful, and that's about it. Come on. 99% accuracy. No effects. This should be quite well suppressed. It is. Still. Go on, disarm those mines. That's the one worry I had about these fields, because we don't really have anyone to shoot the engineers if they come. The aeroplanes weren't that useful, at least not on this mission. More of a, if you can reliably say where the enemy is and your units are nowhere near that place, then sure. Button. and we'll let them come a little bit closer. I don't want to reveal all of my units so fast. Again, our mission is to get time. We don't need to obliterate the enemy, we need to buy time. Let's try to get a killing shot. It's a very inaccurate gun though. Oh. I guess that's all we can do right about now. I do suspect that they can get past us. But we also have a lot of time to recover if they do, so I'm not too worried about it. Quite a lot of tank battles, we got a good hits on them. We haven't suffered too badly. Yeah. That kind of artillery is quite effective though. Not quite sure what it is. So they just breeze but pass us. Two targets, KV1, and that's the main target. It's very hard for those infantry guys to take out. It's not impossible. I do like the idea of guys trying to get through a minefield, so and then you start shooting at them. Probably a really bad place to be. As long as that KV1 is there and the T-34, I don't think I'll be shooting. We want more of them to pull them a little bit closer. Same with the infantry they have. We need to destroy the Soviet rifle squad though. It's way too close and it's very likely not the only one. We need to drop it below half health. We did. Oh, that's cool. Can I move this into the same square? Just to have a bit more protection against infantry for the tanks. We need to get those engineers to move away. Very dangerous against tanks. Only if you let them come too close. You're immobilized. Of course you are. Want this to be ready to fire on the next turn. 10%. Not a great chance. Okay, we'll wait here. In turn, see what happens. Now they're clearing the minefields. Yeah, you seriously just reacted to that. They are quite dangerous with the smoke field. Yeah, 152 millimeter. A lot of our tanks are immobilized there. Surprised the crews haven't abandoned them. Need to cause mass casualties. You, what's your target? They abandoned the tank. That's fine. Yeah, they'll try to go for it. And they're very close to succeeding already. Want to get rid of that crew. They might get this bright idea to climb into that tank. That's not really acceptable to me, it's a dangerous tank. Mobilized. You are not immobilized yet, at least. I can't see much here. We'll try to give support for the guys up there. High men killed. Yeah, these are devastating against infantry. We will push north with these tanks if they seem like they're starting to break through. And they're trying to move past the minefield. I think it's time to start firing on them. Otherwise they'll clear everything here. Now, yeah, we annihilated them. We annihilated them totally. Yeah. Engineering squad destroyed. Another engineering squad. Fall back. So we protected the minefield there. I think we'll open fire on these guys. I don't want them to reveal any minefields there. I want them to be pinned down if nothing else. Hopefully we'll get a few kills. No, we're not gonna get... Ooh, at least one. That's great. Yeah, it's unlikely to be able to move the next turn. Depending on the AI, it might not be able to move those tanks either. Because he might be scared of losing them to the mines. And it's a reasonable thing to be scared of. Just one. Yeah, more Soviet squads. We might have to pull back. No, we didn't. The AA gun. Ooh, yeah, we're doing just fine. The AA guns are providing quite a bit of support. They won't be providing anything now, though. Okay, we're doing just fine. Doing just fine. I think we'll take a position so we can shoot at them if they try to come and disable those mines. You'll attack the Soviets. 2. Yeah, definitely don't want to shoot that. Might have to smoke grenade this area. Then I can't protect the mines. The threat of that tank is quite high. Quite a lot of... Yeah, they're not all engineers though. Okay. And these units are pretty much blind. Yeah, not much to worry about at this point. They do have a... Yeah, we are going to be positioning ourselves here. Wait for... I think we can go a little bit closer. Yeah, we can actually see the flags. We can't leave the AA guns alone here. There is quite a lot of hostile infantry here. I want to take this a bit higher though, yeah, so it can see here. That's a primary target, so we can get a kill from that. Our first kill, in fact. This likely means the unit was just destroyed. So we have a green troop there, or a normal troop. Okay, anything else we need to worry about now? Yet, so end turn. 2 men are killed. Yeah, crap. they're pushing through quite heavily though, even with just infantry. It isn't gonna be an easy thing to defend. Oh crap. The 152mm battery is that's quite potent battery. Enough they killed their own troops. Yeah, 4 men killed. One, two. Can you do anything? Yes, you can. No targets. Routed. Again, these are rifle squad that are attacking. Won't be def. Yeah, we can probably defend against them. Here just to get kills. And all their tanks seem to be on the northern side of the minefield. So if they want to come down, they do have a T-34 there. So as soon as the smoke clears, it's going to be a very dangerous place to be. 2 AA guns left. Not that many enemies coming here, at least I don't see any. That doesn't mean they aren't coming though. Yeah, I want to get rid of that crew. Thank you. Now there's no more threat of them taking control of the tank. Focus on routing the enemy infantry. Immobilized. Of course you are. I think we could send another tank to the north, sort of push them from the side. Killed by mines. That's wonderful. Our camping was worth it. One. Nothing really dangerous. There might be more of these coming, because there's quite a lot of troops here, and much more than we have destroyed these BAs. Shoot the closest one. 3 kills. That's quite nice. A few of those and they'll be pulling back. Hmm. Okay. That's a decent enough spot. That was nice. Yeah, these guys are totally rotted. I don't want to shoot anymore because I want the reaction fire. If someone comes right next to us, I want this guy to be obliterate and cause heavy casualties on the enemy, at least one squad before they send more and our defenses fail. So far we're doing just fine. We don't have the capabilities to obliterate the enemy in a short order, but we can drain them out of their men and tanks slowly without suffering massive casualties. Again, yeah, it's dead. Jesus, those are very powerful cannons. Can't see anything. Have to do something about that KV-1. That was a tasty hit. Surprised him. Got the juice at the back. The side. Great hasty hit. Yeah, we do need to shoot at them at least once to get them moving. Then we'll wait. Wait again. New rally. I want you to be in some kind of operational status in the next turn. There's a crew there. How much do I see? Not that much. I'm guessing this is probably the best place to be at the moment. I don't want to go too close to there. I'm unlikely to spot any infantry, but tanks, any kind of vehicles like that. Yeah, we'll be doing it just fine. Just fine. Why are you shooting there? Shoot the guy 2 feet in front of your nose, please. Don't quite get why they're retreating in the direction of my victory flags. I'm just guessing they're trying to get away from my reach at the most direct route. Yeah. Oh crap. Smoke. Okay, every infantry unit is capable of clearing mines. That's good to know, but I think engineers are a bit better at it. They weren't a lot of mines there to start with. We'll try to defend this position. I think it's worth defending on it. Take a risk and go there. There's likely enemies here, and we get annihilated. Yeah. Crap. I think it's time to abandon this. We have 2 units, both heavily wounded. Oh, let's just pull back here. They can't see shit. So at least a little bit better. Yeah, I'm guessing that's where they started. So very close to me. You see someone. Engineer rotted. Get your kill there. Only 2 soldiers alive in that squad. And 1 soldier alive. Come on, kill the last one. Wonderful. Seems that only soldier infantry groups are alive at this moment. I do need to reroute some forces back to the victory flags. Anyone who hasn't moved yet, you. Okay, time to pull back. It's not that I think these troops are going to be of trouble for me, it's that I'm afraid there's going to be a lot of troops I don't see. These guys are going down quite easily, no problem there. We'll keep the one attack in the hopes that we have a reaction fire if infantry comes next to us. Come on, a couple of shots should do it. Yeah, that's fine. All our things here. Not bad, it seems. Can you still rally? Okay, 5 units. 1, 2. Yeah, I need to keep in mind that there's a functioning tank there. So, we definitely won't be moving from this spot. Ooh, we can fire at the target. Let's get the kills. So rare for these guys to get any chance to shoot at anymore. It's too much smoke here. We'll take every chance to shoot at something. This fight should be ending soon. Okay, on the defense missions we need something to move those guns. They've been mostly useless for a lot of turns already, and they're only vulnerable to getting wiped out. Enemy destroyed. So can I shoot at that? Not yet. Waiting for here for at least one turn. Pinned at the minefield. They're not going anywhere. Hey, who are you? Engineer pinned. Next turn. Hoping to get kills. Yeah, engineering squad destroyed. 8 kills. This is probably a veteran unit. Don't want to lose him. That was a good idea to abandon these guns. Gonna be much use trying to stand still in the middle of those, in the middle of all that smoke, being completely useless. Shoot a couple of times and let them go. Yeah, there's still a Soviet rifle squad there. It will end. It should be ending quite soon. They haven't had any serious attacks for a long time. So why isn't it ending? They still have some units, I'm guessing, that are pushing forward. So as long as that's happening, game computer isn't going to end the game prematurely. It wants to give every attacking unit basically a chance. Enemies, no one notices any enemies. Yeah, just keep running away from there. Not much point being here anymore. Yeah, immobilized, 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 immobilized. And that's about it. That's the only thing happening here at the moment. We're waiting for the enemy to run away with all his troops. Oh, where did he come from? Didn't notice that at all. Soviet engineering. Try to get a kill. Okay, things are looking quite good at this moment. We're shooting too much. Yeah, nothing should be happening here. We do want to move these guys around a bit. Just in case more artillery is incoming. Same with here. Try to go explore a bit. And still it continues for some reason. So what is it? Abandoned tank. They finally abandoned it. That's the crew. Wonderful. I have a target. They're not all in retreat. I want to force him to... Maybe he doesn't react now. Yeah, secure this place again. Although there was the enemy engineer here. So I want to take a look around. Same with here. Very close to the end already. Don't want to take... Grab! Don't run away. Ah, and they surrendered. And this should be finally. I don't see any attacking units at this point. Oh crap. Right next to us, Soviet infantry units. Yeah, I'll definitely go secure some of these places. I'll try to get rid of the crew. Engineers surrender. Rerouted. What can you see? Nothing. Yeah, wait. Where did you come from? This is the only unit we really have here. So please kill as many of them as you can. And destroy the entire unit. This is what happens when you don't have infantry. We need the crew to function as a spotter. Casualties. They surrender. What about you? Out of ammo. In turn, please end mission. The enemy has stopped attacking. Or how many invisible infantry units does he have? Apparently, at least one more. It can't be really helped, it seems. So I'll be pulling back to defend the victory flags. I don't want to take any chances with them. So that means I do need to have troops here. Kill them. Come on, it's only one guy anymore. One guy, you can do it. No, you can't. You're terrible at doing things. Have to do things with our tanks again. They're not that much better. Get rid of him. Thank you. And him. You have no ammunition left. Or attacks left. Rather. Yeah, he has a ton of ammunition. So, show us what you've got. Why won't the mission end? Nothing has been happening for some time anymore. Yeah, I don't get it at all. We're not taking any chances. Okay, what is the enemy you see? Destroy. That's fine. More. Rifle squad destroyed. Oh. Nothing new here. Yeah, nothing new at least seen here. Get the kill there. And finally start moving. So, how about now, game? He could have immobilized tanks somewhere. We did have the minefield. Spare around a bit. Yeah, engineers clearing minefield. Okay, German 1292, Soviet 78. So, decisive victory, minor losses. Usually defense missions aren't hard to win, but you might take serious casualties. Elite AA gun and leader promoted. The elite AA gun isn't that big of a deal. He'll get destroyed in quite easily. A future mission anyway. Okay, let's take a look at our Panthers. 6 units. Okay, we do have some new ones. I'm not sure what they are. These seems like very vulnerable units. Marder. Stag 3F. It's not a bad. Stag H42. A large gun. extremely large. Seems like more of an artillery piece though. This seems like an anti-tank gun. What? Panther 3N. A larger gun, but it's a short barrel gun turret, so it's very inaccurate. I definitely don't want to upgrade to those. But it's good to see new tanks again. Would probably do what? Change rifle squad to SMG squads. I think I will, at least not at this point. We'll fix all. Let's see the AA guns. Yeah, we could change it to an anti-tank gun, but I don't think they're that great. So for the moment, fix all. We have over 100 points in storage, so we can change something like 5 tanks to something better when the upgrade time comes. Probably those 4, because as much as I like them, they're very inaccurate, their weapons. At least those guys hit. So let's continue, see the campaign summary, what's happening. Decisive victories, battles fought. We have been very lucky with our missions. We haven't had to assault anyone, and I think those are much harder. In general, advancing assaulting it's a lot harder. But you also get a lot more points to buy additional units in them. And the year changed. Definitely we should be 43 is a year where we get a lot of interesting technologies, at least the Germans do. So we do want to keep collecting those, minimize our losses, collect more support points, so when the new equipment arrives we can upgrade at least one platoon of tanks immediately. 44 is probably the year where we can upgrade our infantry to get, instead of a satchel charge, they have a short range anti-tank warhead, and the armor of this time simply isn't equipped to handle that, so those should be very effective, especially if we can get the infantry to be veteran or elite at that time. If it's just normal infantry, it's not that great, but we'll see.